Greetings, my lords. J-Lord here, coming at you with a recommendation video today. I've got a little device here. It is called the Emu. I think it's called the Emu. I guess this is how I would pronounce it. The Emu. Anyway, I bought it on Amazon. It was like 25 bucks or something like that. This little guy right here. And what it is it's a Bluetooth audio dongle, essentially, that allows you to connect it through headphone jacks. And the cool thing about it is you can actually connect it to two different speakers at once, which it's doing that right now. And I'm just going to disconnect it from the den speaker. So it's only connected to my little brick here. And the first application I want to show for it is just to use it in your home. So I have Shin Megami Tensei fired up right now. And I'm just going to get to one of the more musical scenes here. So I have it on maximum volume right now. Not very loud. I mean, it does the trick. It does what it needs to do for me just playing it by myself wherever. But once I pop it on to the Nota brick, I can use the little dongle to turn the volume up. I don't want to make it too distorted there. But there you go. So now I got much better audio going on. Sounds much better. And it's much louder, which is cool. So I can sit here and play with significantly better audio, or I can hook it up to my soundbar in the living room and have it basically be as loud as my television, which is totally awesome. The Game Boy Advance does have two sound channels, so if I had two Nota bricks, I could connect two of them and be able to get stereo out of it. That's the other thing. If you connect it to a soundbar, if you have like surround sound, you're only going to be getting it out of the soundbar since it's stereo. But that is one pretty sick use case. Let's see, I'll shut this guy off and show you. It's as easy as this if you want to pop it into a different device. Some sweet jams from Front Mission here. Almost sounds like some Toe Jam and Earl music a little bit. But yeah, like just that easy to swap over to a different device. All of my handhelds, anything with a 3.5 jack is gonna work. So yeah, that's pretty sick, right? And then the other use case for it is if you're out and about and you don't want to carry like wired headphones, you want to use the headphones you already have with you and not be carrying two sets of headphones, you can have this little dongle with you and connect it to your headphones and use that with your handheld consoles, and that's going to work for anything with a headphone jack. And the final use case is actually something pretty cool. You can connect it to the jack on the bottom of your PS5 controller, and this lets you circumvent having to use a dongled headset on your PS5 or having to use the proprietary PS5 headphones and the proprietary PS5 earbuds. You can just connect, you can just hook this guy up to your controller, and it's like it dangles around. It doesn't really get in the way, even when you're playing it on a handheld. Like, you could have it plugged in and be holding it, and wherever you're at, it just kind of rests. There's enough slack where it just kind of rests wherever you're playing at. So in that regard, I part of the reason I chose this one was because it had a display, and it also has this wire connection. Some of them were like just a solid rod that connected into the console, which I was like, man, it'd be really easy to bust it, break it off, damage it. So this was the best form factor in my opinion. And it's pretty cool that you can use any Bluetooth headphones you want with your PS5 by using this little dongle here. You could use Bluetooth headsets, headphones, and the awesome thing is like with your earbuds, you'll actually be able to do voice chat through them as well. So you don't have to buy the proprietary thing. You can pay 25 bucks and get this little guy and effectively be able to play your games online and still do voice chat. So that's pretty sick application. So kind of to recap, this thing is awesome for a few reasons. A little side note here: it does come with a little keychain dongle, little keychain guy here. I don't recommend using it on your keychain because this doesn't hold on to it real tight. So I would be afraid of losing it, but it's still pretty cool, I guess, to keep your little headphone jack clean. In any case, yeah, the 3 use cases is you can use it with your earbuds on the go, so you're not carrying wired buds. You can use it with your home speakers that have Bluetooth capability for a much louder and higher quality sound than what your handhelds are going to put out. And you can use it with your PS5 to use whatever earphones or headset that's Bluetooth that you want to use with the console. So yeah, all those use cases, I think that makes it a worthwhile accessory for someone who is an avid collector and an avid gamer, and it creates a lot of options, I gotta say. I think it's definitely worth it. And just as an aside, this is totally not a sponsored video. I think this thing is made in China, and I just bought it off of Amazon, if you guys want to find it for yourself. But yeah, that's all I got today. I've been thinking about this little device for a while now, that I've been using it on and off like pretty frequently for playing handhelds in my apartment. So I figured I'd make a short little video, and I haven't really seen anybody talking about these types of devices and the potential uses for gaming. And I thought it'd be cool to throw it out there and just make people a little more aware of what they can do with something like this. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Jalord out.